Hey y'all, I hope you're doing well. I actually really like it over here. The lighting is great. Ooh, I might have to start recording it right here from now on. This is like my bedside, so I like to switch it up within the room, give y'all something new to look at. But one of my subscribers asked me to do this video. I really don't know who it was, but shout out to whoever requested the paying for law school video because that is what this video is going to be about. So, yeah, here I am. I'm obviously in law school, and the first thing I want y'all to keep in mind is that law school is an investment. When I was in an undergrad, I told myself, oh, the only way I'm going to go to law school is if I can go for free. Well, I'm here, y'all, and I'm not going for free. So it's like, what changed? Honestly, I just realized that it was an investment and that there was a low chance that I would go to a top school and go for free. So I did end up getting a scholarship. I think it pays like 50% of my tuition, somewhere around that. So one big thing that you all should consider when applying to law school and thinking about money and everything like that is that not only do you have to pay your tuition, but you also can't have a job while you're in at least your first year of law school. So you have to pay for your food, your rent, your light bill, any shopping you want to do, any trips you want to go on. You have to eat every day, and you're paying for this all with student loans. So when I go out and eat, $20 tacos, they're in the end they're going to cost me like $25 because I will have to pay interest on these student loans. So I mean, that is kind of hard for me. Like, that's one reason why I am really cheap now, because it's like, dang, these tacos cost me $20 now, but down the road when I'm paying back these student loans, they're going to be $25. But then again, it's like, I don't want to be starving myself and like not treating myself and rewarding myself for doing well just because I am paying for this stuff with student loan money. So I don't know. It's a hard battle. It's something to really think about. This is one reason why a lot of people save up before they go to law school. Because I mean, it's one thing to pay for the tuition, but then your living expenses. You also have to consider how you're going to pay for those as well. Something else to consider is the amount of undergrad student debt you have. So I have very low undergrad student debt. I think it's like maybe $10,000. And so if you have a lot of student loan debt from undergrad and then you have a lot of student loan debt from law school, you can end up in $300,000 of debt. And I don't know about y'all, but that's a lot of money. I think by the time I'm done with law school, I'm going to have like $150,000 of debt. Yo, I can't even like conceptualize how much money that is. I know I could probably buy a house back home in Wisconsin for that amount of money, a very nice house. But y'all, this is an investment. I'm investing in myself. This education is priceless. Like, law books, $1,000, rent, $1,000, tuition, $50,000. But the education that I'm getting, the knowledge that I'm gaining, priceless. Let's see what else. So all grad students are automatically approved for, I think it's $25,000. It might be $20,000. But it's called a grad loan, and you're automatically approved for this. You do have to pay it back because it is a loan, but you're automatically approved for that. So that's, something you don't have to worry about. But then if you need more on top of that, you have to apply for the Graduate Plus loan. The application process is very simple. It's honestly easier than the regular FAFSA that you did as an undergrad because as a graduate student, you don't have to include your family or your parents on your FAFSA application. And that was really good for me because like when I was putting my mom on there, my mom obviously has a job. And so, my EFC was a lot higher. Me, myself personally, I don't have a job, so my EFC is a lot lower. And also keep in mind that the FAFSA deadlines have changed. So if you have taken a lot of time off and now you're going back to law school, FAFSA now starts in, I believe, September. So keep that in mind as you're going through this law school application process. let's see. Oh yeah, so a lot of law schools or like graduate programs. I don't even know if this undergrad program. Sorry, y'all. This might be undergrad programs as well, but I know there's like public interest loan repayment. So I honestly thought about doing this myself, but I really don't think it's for me anymore. So when you graduate, if you do like 10 years of public service, so working for the government, maybe working as like a public school teacher, things like that. I don't know the exact careers. I know government, like if you're an attorney for the government, that does classify. But basically, if you work for 10 years, then they'll forgive your loans. But the catch is, like, it seems real cute and everything, but there's an extreme catch, y'all. So while you're working, you have to make payments. Those payments have to be on time, and if you miss a payment, then your 10 years starts over. So it's like pretty much for 10 years, you have to make constant payments and not miss a payment, not mess up for 10 years. And then they'll forgive your remaining balance. So let's say for 10 years, you paid $100,000 and they'll forgive the leftover $50,000, but you're not going to get the money that you paid back. I don't know. To me, it would sound cool. Like, oh yeah, I make all these payments, and then after 10 years, y'all just give me all my money back and forgive the rest. Like, yeah, that sounds cool. That sounds worth it. But if while I'm working for the government, I have to also pay these loans back, it doesn't sound as cool anymore. It doesn't sound as pleasing. So yeah, those are some things to consider. Just y'all, I really want y'all to remember that law school is an investment. I mean, you can go to a cheaper law school, like a state law school, maybe get a scholarship. Yeah, you can do that. But me personally, I decided that I wanted to go to a top school. I don't know. Everyone has their own plan, their own way of making decisions. And when I ultimately made my decision, money wasn't really that big of a factor. Of course, it did factor somewhat because I got a scholarship. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be in a large amount of debt. But I also know that I'm going to be a great attorney and I'm going to have a great job. So I'm going to be able to pay this debt back. So I don't know, just really balance the things that you want in life versus your needs, and yeah, just balance everything, y'all, and make the decision that's best for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any other questions about paying for law school, as y'all can see, I'm very candid. I'm very open to sharing how much debt I'm going to have. If y'all want to help me pay back any of my debt, I will start a GoFundMe, honestly, though. But thank you guys for watching. I hope this video was helpful.